Alright, so this is part... Man, it'd be amazing if I remembered. 17. That didn't take too long. Yeah. It's part 17. Shit, which one is it? This one. Okay. Last week's Digimon was... I loaded already, shit. Last week's Digimon was... oh, right. It was Omnimon fighting Omnimon's Wart. Or Black Omnimon, if you don't know Digimon at all, and you're a plebe, and you're just like, oh, it's Black Omnimon. No. Again, just being a dick. I thought it'd be funny if I did another one with 2 Digimon. No one got it as of this recording. A couple people had different guesses. It seemed like everyone realized it was 2 different Digimon. Surprisingly, no one guessed it was Omnimon. That kind of threw me off because you can clearly see the Garuru cannon on the left, and it's his foot on the left too. But you know, it is what it is. I'd started off as I wanted to make another joke about how palette swaps you have to guess even if you can't know, like if it's the same silhouette. Then I was like, you know what? I'll make it even worse. I'll make it 2 of the same Digimon, 1 different colored, fighting each other, just to be a dick. That's last week's. This is this week's. Go right as the crescendo on the music. All right. I collect my items. Yeah, I feel like I haven't done this in a while. Oh, I have a farm expansion. I don't know when I got that. Probably should have done that last part. Yeah, so I realized I didn't speak a single word all yesterday. It was weird. Just didn't talk the entire day. I had 3 classes. I had and then I kind of just went home. And I was like, haven't said anything today. And then I was like, well, still haven't said anything today because this is a monologue going on inside my own head. And then I went to sleep, and that was it. I don't know if that's depressing or weird, but not a word. To be honest, over the weekend, assuming I don't get into a Skype call, probably wouldn't say any word. That's not true. No. I guess that was just a fluke day. I'm gonna say, because I wouldn't interact with anyone, but that's not true. Alright. So I was putting this off last part, just because I really didn't want to do it, but here's another case. It's all character development. It's not, there's no Digimon fighting. Honestly, I could just skip through the whole thing. I don't think anyone would complain, but I don't know. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna skip through. Nick, I know the blue, but I haven't right now. Get your way through. Yeah, super hungry, Kyoko. If you're playing on your own, I recommend that you, do these quests and read them as you go. If you're doing a Let's Play, if you're doing a live stream, if you're doing any sort of video content, I recommend not doing these kind of quests. I don't know, this one didn't really jump out at me. Like, there are some where, even if we don't talk, if there's no, I think it's here. Yeah. There's some quests where even if you don't have any Digimon fighting, I still want to do them just because they're funny or they're interesting. I just didn't think this one was very interesting. Let me give you the rundown in case I'm just spamming through here too quickly. Basically, they get a case to check out 3 restaurants and be like, just check out 3 restaurants, and then it's like, oh, we invited the friends to come too, and then they all eat at 3 different restaurants, and it's supposed to be like character building and stuff like that with Arata and Nokia. It's been like weeks. I can remember her name. And it's just like, it's fine, everything. It's got some good moments, but overall it was kind of meh. So, just gonna skip right through it. I think there's another one later on where you do it with Digimon, and I like that one better. This one's just kind of like, meh. So skipping through it. So, while I'm skipping through this, and don't have to pay attention to the screen, after I recorded Kingdom Hearts 2, I had some time left in the day, and I didn't really have to do anything. and I regret my decision after that. I had free time, and I was like, you know what? I've been watching Brown Man stream Stardew Valley for a couple parts now. I thought that was enough to satisfy my desire to play it. By the way, if I ever move like this, it's because I play with my controller on my lap, and when my leg shakes, sometimes it affects how I move. I try to avoid it, but I'm very twitchy. So no, I was watching Stardew Valley. If you don't know what Stardew Valley is, fear not. I'll explain it in a moment. Shit, where's this third place? It's a case, so I should be able to check. Chinese sushi tea. The last one's the tea house. Okay, I forget where it is, but I know it's. It was the one I had trouble finding my own playthrough too. But no, so Stardew Valley, it's basically a spiritual successor to Harvest Moon. And I never really got into the Harvest Moon games. I think that's the cafe. It's this one? No. I thought it was one of these doors. So yeah, I got into Harvest Moon for the PS2, Wonderful Life. That was pretty good. I never got all the way through, but I played it for a while. And I played Innocent Life for a while, the futuristic Harvest Moon game, which I might go back to after this, to be honest, just because I'm having so much fun with Stardew. And is this it? No. No. Niet. It's got to be on the first floor somewhere, right? Where's left? Yeah, so I've been playing the shit out of that, way too much. So I think I bought it on Wednesday, and I've been playing it pretty much 10 hours a day since then, and I can't stop, and it's bad. I was in a call with Spencer, and we were going over some things, and I told him, I can't stop playing, and he was just like, oh no, why did you do this to yourself? I can't. It's so much fun. I've played probably 20 hours. I'm only in fall of my first year still. Kind of ridiculous. Where the fuck am I going? Is it here? Yep, that's where it is. Okay. Very indistinct. So yeah, I recommend Stardew Valley. I won't do a Let's Play in it. I won't stream it, but I am fully caught up in the craze. It's only $15 on Steam. It's also how I learned that the YouTube app on PS4 is pretty good, because I put YouTube on my TV and then I play Stardew on my laptop. Really good. Can't stop playing it. Pretty much all I've been doing. It's pretty much the reason why I went a whole day without saying anything, because just came home and played Stardew. There's no even real goal. Apparently the whole thing is made by one guy, which is really impressive, especially for the scope that this game has. So I recommend everyone support it. You should buy the game. In all seriousness, I know I'm joking saying you shouldn't buy it because it's addicting and stuff like that, but that dude worked super hard, made a really good game for $15. I highly recommend it. Yeah, and there have been people asking if it's going to be ported to other consoles. Unless you get support from someone else, I don't see it happening, but it'd be pretty cool. If it went to PS3 or PS4, I would absolutely play the shit out of it for that platinum trophy. I would start completely over just to get a platinum trophy, because I'm having a lot of fun. All right, well, that was useless, but it's over now. Now for the plot. And so, it has come to my attention that the acquisition of the Nile Corporation by Kamishiro Enterprises was illegal. Some rotten underlings did it on their own with no permission, and although this was years ago, it was categorically the wrong decision, and as such, I will certainly not let it slide. And with that said, everyone who was even slightly involved, from the vice presidents on down to the delivery boys, I fired them all, each and every one. Moving on, from here on out, I shall run the company personally as its CEO. In a complete change from the old organization, I shall now control the company directly. Decision-making will be faster and we'll be able to provide the string of new services our customers demand. We took a start by taking the first step today. It's a very major product I had in mind for a while that I'd like to announce. And that is a major update to Eden, our flagship service and the cornerstone of people's lifestyles everywhere. With this new update, you'll be able to do that and this, and maybe even those things. Details are still a secret. Ooh-hoo. but we'll be hosting an early access demo event for people to try new Eden updates ASAP. Please join us and experience for yourself our new sincerity along with the new possibilities offered by Eden. We got slammed. Indeed, our opponent is not to be underestimated. They really got the upper hand. We were about to launch a raid on Kamishiro on the basis of the materials you obtained for us, when there was a leak in the form of an international announcement at Kamishiro regarding the raid. In other words, they admitted their guilt before we could pursue any charges. My superiors fell for it completely. They put an end to the case by seizing the evidence we prepared and arresting a scapegoat. It's a matter of speculation, but I suspect it was Kishibe who ordered that announcement. This press conference must be part of her cunning scheme as well. She probably figured that if she got into the press first, she could avoid the apologies and explanations that would invariably come later. But to couple that with the announcements of her becoming the new CEO, as well as new large-scale Eden updates all at the same time, given the old razzle-dazzle, it's the Kishibe show she's running and she knows it. On the other hand, we did get evidence proving a connection between Kishibe and the demon hackers. But all accounts associated with the demons have somehow been magically erased. It'd be tough to identify them in the real world, I see. I'm sorry, Kyo-chan, just when we finally had Kamishiro by the tail, they got away. No need to apologize, even if we'd rushed into things earlier. Probably would have all turned out the same. From Nokia. Urgent, at K-Cafe. What's up? Come see me. Great, just when we're having a serious talk. At least use a ringtone that doesn't suck all the dramatic tension out of the room. Don't any of my ringtones suck tension out of the room? I don't know. I'm sure all of you have heard it like 1,000 times by now, but mine's just the alert from Metal Gear Solid, though. Ding! More of mine just shocks people in like calm moments rather than ruining high tense moments. Oh, a call from Nokia Shirame. Don't worry about us, just go. You know the saying, strike while the iron is hot? There's nothing we can do for her right now. Waiting for her to make the first move is a valid plan on our part. Chapter 8. No stopping the Gale girls. What? Huh? They're gonna force me in. Oh my god. Or we could just put your resistance skills to use. I swear, that kid might be a godsend from your father, sent from the great hereafter. Maybe rushing into things might not be the worst idea, just a little bit. Huh? There's no guarantee that half cyber form will be able to sustain itself forever, and if Kamishiro finds out whose body it is at the hospital, it won't end well, will it? Or possibly, it could be they're leaving Nick alone on purpose, or they've known the truth for a while now. Maybe. Like I said, the day of reckoning has come for hackers who want to use Digimon for evil purposes. Oh, Nick, you're late. Why are you always like this? Back to what we were talking about. What do you mean by day of reckoning exactly? Isn't it obvious we'll take out the hackers and save the Digimon? Hey, isn't that a bit high-handed? Losing to Faye earlier made it very apparent that I don't have the chops to do this on my own. That's why I'm planning on forming a tamer group to face off against those mean old hackers. Tamer group. You've both heard of a hacker team called the Judes. The Judes? They were a hacker team that was active a little while ago, right? That's right, Arata. I should have figured you'd know your stuff. Although members of the Judes were hackers, they never did anything evil that would have bothered ordinary users or Digimon. So what are you getting at? We can form a powerful team by gathering hackers like former Jude members and other like-minded folks. Call ourselves the Rebels, and we'll protect Digimon and Eden from evil hackers. What do you think? It's totally great, right? Don't you think the name kicks butt? And Arata would be our leader, of course. There's no one else better for the job. What? You're such an incredible hacker. You saved me that time I was attacking Kowloon. Oh, and you'll be a rebel too, Nick. It's okay, don't worry. I'll make you the vice assistant leader, okay? There, then it's decided. Is the Rebels a good name, or we can go with the Digimon Helpers, or DH for short? No thanks. What? You won't do it? Why not? How come? Oh, is it because you don't like the word leader? In that case, you'll be the boss, or the captain, or El Jefe, or whatever you prefer. Funny story. When I briefly worked at a wine warehouse, we had 2 workers who their first language was Spanish, and one of them spoke pretty perfect English and the other one barely spoke it at all. But they would call our boss El Jefe, and I took Spanish. I knew El Jefe meant boss, or the boss, and for some reason one day I was talking to our boss and I was like, "Oh, Jeff, can you help me with this?" And he's like, "Jeff, my name is Steve," and I was like, "Why did you think?" And I was like, "Because El Jefe, no, they call you El Jefe." Oh, fucking idiot. And then they all laughed at me. And then I left. Just reminded me of that. Every time I see Hefe, I always remember that. I don't have time for your game of make-believe. Game of make-believe? I'm busy searching for the cause of that crazy sickness. You can go do what you want. Hey, Nick. Is this really the best time for you to be hanging out with someone like her? I need to talk to you. Come to Shinjuku later. I'll be waiting. What's up with that? Bye. It's fine. He doesn't have to join us. We can do it without him. Right, Nick? Yeah. Hey, you're Yuko Kamashiro, right? I heard about you from Nick. What are you doing in a place like this? Kyoko told me what was going on. She said Nick would be here. You have business with Nick? Nick is in here with the loudmouth. You have a very serious look on your face. What were you looking at? Oh, nothing. Monthly special hamburger set menu. Huge portions, thick and juicy hamburgers. Extra rice free year round. You hungry? Okay then, I'll see you around. I love that Yuko is obsessed with food and doesn't eat food. It's kind of ridiculous. I imagine she eats like a cracker a day. I'm so angry. It's my secret. I'm always angry. What is it with that hot hood-wearing punk? He must be thinking he's all that. Look at me. I'm such a nihilist. I'm so cool. I'm so hot. Well, whatevs. It means there's only one solution. I'll be leader. What's that look for? You don't have to be so shocked or dubious. Nick, you'll help me recruit new members, yeah? What's with that big long pause there? You don't wanna? I didn't take a pause, let's be honest. You don't want to? Now I'm really worried about the future. Oh, no need to worry. I've got a clear goal in all this. I think Yugo from the Zaxxons will understand what I'm saying a little bit better. Whatever will be, will be. Wherever there is a will, there is a way. Let's start out by trying to invite Yugo. Oh, and we gotta keep Faye completely out of it. But she's kind of a creeper, isn't she? She talks funny and her style is a bit, she's definitely a pervert with a capital P. Pervert. What, are you a friend of Nick's? Seems you're in the middle of something. I'll come back some other time. Oh no, we're not in the middle of anything. We're certainly not talking about perverts. Huh? Whoa, wait up. Aren't you Yuko Kamashiro from Kamashiro Enterprises? Wow, she really is your friend, Nick. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Ouch. So hey, does that mean that we're your friends too? What? I mean, the friend of a friend is a friend. That's been the way of things. That's the way things have been since, like, forever. Yes, well, I'm Nokia Shirame. Call me Nokia, or Kino if you like. It's my nickname back in elementary school. Can I call you Yuko? Or Yukorin would be totally adorbs. I'll be back later. Sure thing, Yuko. Later. The funny thing about you is you've got some pretty well-developed relationships considering how poorly developed your character is. Oh, the game burned itself. Oh, so meta. Oh, it's talking about how really, like, all the relationships are pretty, like, all the characters around the main character are really fleshed out. The main character is like a fucking brick wall. Noki just broke the shit out of that fourth wall. When I played this the first time, I was like, well, I was thinking it, and they said it, so now I can't really accuse them of it because they kind of are aware of it. Anyway, let's go to Kowloon and find Yugo. What? You're going to report it to the... you're going to report the... What? I can't talk. I'm a fucking idiot. Just ignore me. I also just realized my mustache is caught on my microphone. Give me a second. It sounds weird to say mustache, but I mean, I have a full beard, but if it's just the upper lip part that's caught, do I still call it part of the beard, or is that the mustache? I tell you, beard politics, man, it's very complicated. Overly complicated. Roger that. Let's meet in Kowloon then. Same place before. Hurry up. Well, that was fast. Are you done with your business with your friend? The rebels. The friend of a friend is a friend. I have no idea what you're talking about, but you seem the type to be easily embroiled in trouble. What happened to Detective Matayoshi? He went home a few minutes ago. You're going to wait for Kamashiro to make their next move. For now, you have some free time. Helping your friends might be a good use of your time right now. You never know what the wheels of fate will turn. After all, as they say, one good turn deserves another. One good turn deserves another. You're saying I'm using that proverb wrong? Hey, if that's what you think, go look up the correct meaning. I don't have time for that, Kyoko. 6 Digiline messages. Nope, never mind. They made it after. I didn't have anything important to talk about, don't worry. Alright, well that's a lie. You're very difficult to talk to and be a friend to. Man, I shouldn't have tried relying on a rider these days. What a blockhead. Let's gather up the rebels in Galactic Park. Be there or be square. Let me know if you have any trouble investigating. I'll help what you can. Thanks, Matayoshi. You the real bro. You the real bro. You are a real bro. Oh, I can't talk. Hey, remember the last part? I was just coughing the whole time. No, but real talk, I still don't know what to do with this apple. I can feel it's starting to lose its like constitution. I honestly think I'm just gonna throw it away and then never think of it again. But like in this particular moment, I'm like, what the fuck do I do with it? Let me put it in my bed. All right. I want to try and train Megadramon to level up this part, but he's being very difficult about it. He needs 3 more levels. We have Farmer John, and we have a Platinum Sukumon unnamed. You know, I'm tired of him not having a name. He needs a name. Hang on. If the other one was Farmer John, then what do I name this one? Got it. Perfect. Alright. Continue. I really need to digivolve though, because my entire current party has already been in thumbnails, so I need new Digimon. So let me double check. Yep. Oh man. So I think at this point you can either meet Nokia or meet Arata. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I kind of figured I think in my playthrough I went to Arata first, just because I figured if Arata wants to meet, chances are we're gonna find a digital shift, and I kind of figured that Nokia's would be more of a kind of another like, oh, let's talk to people and shit while I'm like fighting level 1 enemies in Kowloon. Hey, you're late. Well, I knew you'd be here. By the way, is Nokia okay? Whatever, you should learn to mind your own business. When all's said and done, people with a half-baked sense of justice and superficial sense of responsibility are the worst. And for her trying to be a leader, she knows nothing about bearing responsibility.
Arata, do you know something about responsibility? Are you hiding a secret that we maybe don't know yet? Huh?
But never mind that for now. I wanted to talk to you about that Suedo guy. You remember him, right? The strange Kamishiro researcher who was studying mysterious phenomena? Yeah, I really didn't need the fucking recap, but yeah, I remember who he is. It's pretty hard to forget. That was something he said that's been bothering. There was something that he said that's been bothering me. Actually, I retraced our steps and saw him again the other day. So you stalked him. Okay. It really isn't very polite to follow someone you know. Suppose this is payback for the other day, Arata Sonata. Heh, you caught me. There's something I can do for you? Yeah, she said something before that bothers me. I wanted to know more about your investigations too. Think I could take a peek? My, your attitude is so splendidly cynical. And you harbor such an interest in my work too. I want you to tell me everything you know about Eden Syndrome, the Eaters. I will, of course, share whatever I know. It must have been fate that brought us together there. If before logging out from Eden, your mental data is destroyed by an eater, you lose the ability to wake back up. I see, so that's the reason behind the bizarre sickness. Indeed. Although that is still just a hypothesis. Heh. But I think that logging into... Holy shit, I just realized Suedo has a tie. But it's a white tie. That's really... Like, why wear it then? What's the point? Honestly, I think Suedo would look a lot more villainous without the black coat. Because then he'd be in a suit, and suits are more scary.
Because Wall Street are the real villains.
Oh, political, just kidding. But to think that logging into Eden could have had an impact on the physical body in the real world. Don't you find that fascinating? I find it fascinating. It's 25 fucking minutes and I'm still in a cutscene. And how is this cured? That unfortunately I do not know yet. I do have something interesting on digital shifts though. Don't keep me hanging there. We've identified a pattern in digital wave anomalies that trigger the digital shifts. There's always a certain amount of external interference immediately prior to a digital shift. After that, the digital wave increases the bandwidth and the digital shift happens. Interference, yes, which means something or someone is controlling these digital shifts. That one conclusion we can reach. It's also nothing more than conjecture, actually. Someone's intentionally causing digital shifts. We figured that out 2 chapters ago. If you're interested, why not do some more research? Study into what exactly is controlling digital shifts. I have to ask, why are you so interested in the Eaters and Eden Syndrome? I really want to know what the cause of this bizarre illness is. I wonder if there are any clues around here. I want to try and search the area. And for you, the ship has already set sail. No? Come on, give me a hand. Because we got it. Okay, let's go. Alright. Sounds like Sakura is still resting at home. I hope she feels better soon. Man, Ryota, I hope she does too. It's boring when Sakura's not around. That, and I'm shipping you hard with her, so. Alright. Before I forget, I actually don't need to look up the list this time. I remembered, like a good boy from last part. Beginning of Chapter 8, Victor Uchida is in the Tokyo Metro building. Okay, well that would have been more of a dramatic reveal if I went to the map, but I didn't. I basically screwed everything up. My whole world is crumbled right now. Alright. I guess I can talk about how I fucked up breakfast this morning. Breakfast slash lunch slash dinner slash whatever, who cares. I made tacos, and I fucked up or I made burritos, I should say, and I fucked up at every junction. Started to make rice, forgot to put butter in the water when I was boiling it. Last minute just kind of like tossed it in and hoped it wouldn't mess anything up. Alright, I don't need to hear your words. Mento melon, Barbamon metal. Sweet, this is one of the important ones. So I forgot that. Then I pulled out the ground beef I had, because it had been in the fridge all week. I bought it on Sunday. Today's Friday. It said sell by the 22nd, so it was 3 days past. It's not an expiration date, but that's the recommended date. And and I was like, oh man, it's kind of brownish. Doesn't really smell, but does seem weird. Oh, cool. Found a digital shift. Oh, cutscene. So yeah, I started doing, I was making it with that, and I'm just like, alright, well, two kind of iffy things. Huh, what's wrong? Why this sudden investigation of an Eden spot? Because it's fucking glowing. What, you detected a spiral network? Apart from the connections to Eden? Hey, hold up, what are you talking about? Who could have seen this coming? Like how those businessmen didn't even react. Huh? Gone without a trace. Whoa, 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 what the heck is going on? Where in the heck? So then, I just buy like the pre-made spice things for like the tacos, so like from Orida or whatever. And I was mixing it with water, and I was mixing it with the big wooden spoon I use to like mix the beef. And mix the beef sounds really dirty. So anyway, I was mixing the beef. No, so I was mixing the water, and then I put it down for a second because I wasn't thinking, and it tipped the cup over. So like the spice and water mixture got all over my counter, all over the floor, right as the meat was done cooking. Like I needed to get it off or it was gonna burn. So like trying to finish the meat, I'm trying to finish cooking. And then I clean it up after I mix it. I'm just like, oh, this is such a fucking nightmare. And then I started eating it and I was like, wow, this is really spicy, which is good. And then I was just like, oh, I can't finish eating. And now I feel like my throat is still kind of has spicy residue. So that's my amazing morning story. Where am I? It's no ordinary network. It's much, much bigger, more expansive. Are these rapids in the digital wave? Alright, hang on. I actually meant to get to the menu, but I'll read that Digiline. It's here. Trivia, what move is Or Digimon Gatsumon's special move? Rock Fist, huh? What? Oh, what does it do? Furiously wails on the guitar. You know those Gatsumon. Produces and hurls a massive crystal. Not a crystal, it's a rock. Shoots crystals from his head. It could be between these two, but I'm actually having trouble remembering. Produces and hurls a massive... It's not massive. I think it shoots from its head. I haven't seen a Gatsumon fight in a while, now that I think about it. Alright. Nope. Let's swap these in. I don't know who we're going to be fighting, but I want XP, so... Got the fucking dream team going on here. Alright, hang on. It's bothering me the way they're set up. Nope. Nope. No, hang on. There we go. That, my OCD is at ease. Oh, it's Tyrannomon. Great, I picked the wrong Digimon. Let's toss you in for Rex. Not Rex, Barney. Oh, I need a drink now. I had something else that I forgot to talk about during last, or a couple days ago's part. Hold on. I can't remember what I was going to talk about though. It's been so long. You know, I might have been able to just keep Greymon now that I think about it, but it doesn't really seem necessary. There's no real benefit to it. What was I doing? Oh, right, I can fucking talk about this. So there was a sale on PSN. There was just a flash sale over the weekend. I actually bought these before the last part, but I didn't get a chance to play, or I played one anyway. So there was a flash sale, and I bought Peggle 2 for like $1.49 for PS4. I bought Alice Madness Returns for like $2 for PS3. And then I bought Digimon All-Stars for $3 for PS3. I finally bought the game so I could finally see what the hell it was about. God, that game is a piece of shit. I started playing as Agumon, and they clearly didn't get his real voice actor for it. And it's just atrocious. I can't fucking stand it. Like, it sounds like the bear kid from, sounds like the bear kid from Neverland. Like, you interact with him a couple times in Birth by Sleep, but it's like, but Pan, we gotta do this and this. And it just sounds like that. I'm like, that's not how Agumon sounds. It's driving me crazy. Some of them sound right. I think Vmon and Goemon sounded right. I'd never heard Shoutmon's English dub before, but that was a thing. That's right, school is too peaceful without her. Come back, Sakura, I need you. You need it for other reasons, am I right? So I think this, I've been to this, I'm trying to remember if this is the digital ship, but I think this one, you don't have to go like this really roundabout way, but if you do, there's rewards or something. I think it's just a big circle. I really wish you could see like a big map of like the areas, but you can't. So yeah, I started playing that. I looked at some of the trophies and they seem doable. That might just be like my game when it's just like, I used to, before I platinumed it, I used to play PlayStation All-Stars, where if I was bored and didn't really have a game to do, like one of my like go-to trophy games was All-Stars, and I would just do like, I would just be like beat arcade mode with, or the arcade mode equivalent, just beat it with like this character, beat it with this character, use this character's special moves and stuff. And just like every match takes like half an hour, or every like playthrough takes like half an hour to 40 minutes in that game. And it's just like, usually by the end of it, I can usually only do like one, maybe two sometimes. I would just be so fucking tired of it by then. So I was just like, but like eventually I finally got all of them, and I got the platinum for the game. I feel like I might do that with PlayStation or with Digimon All-Stars, but I'm just trying to go through the main story, quote unquote. I say story in quotation marks because it's a very liberal use of the word story. Yeah, I think I got to like chapter 5, which just literally took me like half an hour on its own. So I don't know. Could be fun, could not, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm just going in a big circle now. I thought there was another branching path though. I think that's the entrance. Yeah, okay. I get the design now. Virus data. Okay. Yeah, it is not a good game. It kind of plays like Digimon World 4 if Digimon World 4 didn't have used weapons. Like, which I guess is what we should have gotten from Digimon World 4. But it's just like, even that, it's just still not a good game. Like, the battling just doesn't make... Here's my biggest problems with the battling, because I know it's supposed to be like a fighting type game. First of all, just like the knockback that you get, and I don't know if knockback's the right word, but it's like, you'll get caught in a combo and there's just nothing you can do. Like, there's no real way to break out of it, which I guess some fighting games struggle from. But then the other thing that bothers me is that when you knock a Digimon on the ground, like from doing a combo or from just like damaging them enough, they'll stay on the ground for what feels like fucking 10 seconds. And they'll be invincible the whole time, and then they'll get up, and then either you'll hit them and start over the waiting, or they'll hit you and you'll go from there. But it's just like, it seems so fucking pointless, like, for it to be that long. It just, like, all it does is just makes it feel like it's taking forever to beat them. That's one of my complaints with it. Just, it's not a good game. It's definitely, you could tell it was thrown together, just to, like, try and, like, make a quick buck, if that makes sense. It's like, I'm so glad that they gave us a real Digimon game like this, because All Stars would not be fucking worth it. That being said, I'm sure I'll do a Let's Play in it at some point. Probably not a single player one. If I ever get Carlos in again, we can play that game, and he can also comment on how stupid it is. And shoots Crystal from his head, correct. What else? There were 2. Oh, okay. But other than that, I have no plans to play that game. Like, I'll still try and get the trophies in it, but God, it's not fun. It's just, I don't know what they were thinking. I literally don't. Again, Elecmon looks so fucking weird on his hind legs. I really don't like it. Seems very unnatural. He doesn't seem like he's enjoying it. Nobody's enjoying it. Alright. That's why, so the whole reason I brought up the taco thing is because my throat is super fucking dry, so I have to keep drinking water. When I took my first or second bite, I got like specks of like spice stuck in my throat. It was like the most painful experience of my life. Right behind that one time where I thought I had to throw up, but I didn't, and then it was okay at the end. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, it's tough to be high energy. I'm tired. Here's my thing. So, on Saturday into Sunday night, I did the overnight. And then I came back to school Sunday, and I was up the entire time. I finally went to sleep around like... and then I streamed for a bit too. So I got home on Sunday, I streamed for a bit, and then right after the stream, like right after it, I just fell asleep for like 8 hours. And my sleep schedule's been fucked ever since then. Like, I just can't adjust properly. I can't just, like, be awake during the daytime and sleep at night. It's not even like I'm nocturnal. It's not even like I'm waking up at, like, 11. It's worse. It's like I'm going to sleep at, like, 6 and waking up at, like, 2. It's like, that's, like, almost hopeful. Like, maybe I could adjust to real life, but I'm just not. And it's just worse. I don't know why. It's just so much worse. Oh, wow. This digital shift actually has a pretty varying amount of Digimon. I still think that's one of my biggest complaints about this game, is that I wish there were more Digimon just so that random battles like this would feel more varied. Like, don't get me wrong, right now they do feel varied, and I like it. But there are definitely some times, like, the first couple levels, I feel like you fight the same Digimon over and over. And even towards the end, in the final areas, there's only, like, maybe 4 different... if you count the final area as like 2 parts, there's like 4 different wild Digimon and then 4 different wild Digimon in the next one. And you can just tell. Like, it just doesn't feel varied. And I think it suffers from it. I should probably swap in another Digimon, but I don't want to. Just want to win the battle. Live to win, live to fight. Oh, right, so I wanted to mention this as I was reading it, but then the cutscenes went on for fucking ever. The whole story point here, where Kishibe, the green-haired lady, kind of comes out and admits that Kamishira's enterprises is shady as fuck, and how they're kind of like playing the first move, where it's just like, oh man, people have the wrong idea about us. This thing happened, but we're not to be held accountable for it. Blah blah blah. It reminded me a lot of season 1 of Daredevil, when I can't even remember his name. Murdoch is about to make his first, or he's about to make his, like, attack, quote-unquote, on Kingpin, and Kingpin, kind of comes out and says, like, he's been doing good for the community and stuff like that, and he's been behind the scenes and blah, 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 kind of preempting it. It's a trope, definitely. It's definitely happened more than once. It definitely happens in a bunch of different stuff, where, like, the bad guy comes out and, like, admits things, and then the good guy can't call him the bad guy. I think they did in Danny Phantom, too, with the Vlad Masters, but it's just that classic trope, really. Speaking of Daredevil, I have not watched Season 2 yet. Like I said, I've been balls deep in Stardew, and I was kind of waiting until, like, the weekend, ironically, so it wouldn't take up my free time, to watch Daredevil, and I just didn't really get a chance. Oh, I really want to level him up, and, like, I could just use these and get, like, most of the way there. Alright, I'm just gonna level up Megadramon here, just because I found a spot. I'm just gonna use it. Oh, So yeah, what else? Look, I hope this... Actually, I might want to move on, because I don't know if this is a long quest. I hope it's not, but it could be. Am I going to go into, like, Kamishiro or something? I don't remember if this one's long or the other one's long. So either this one or Nokia's. One of them is much longer than the other. I might just move along just to get out. I might just move along, just to see this through. Is that how it goes? Fuck, I don't even know what song I'm quoting. What the fuck am I talking about? Is it a Fall Out Boy song? Is it Panic at the Disco song? Why do I know these songs? Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, so I was talking about 5Ds the whole last Let's Play. I think I've watched like half of an episode since then. It's that thing that I knew was gonna happen, where I can watch anime at work, and that's fine. I can watch it when I'm home on break, and that's fine. But like the second I'm back here and I just have access to all sorts of video games and like different like TV and stuff, and like I'm in my own space, like I never watch anime anymore, just because I'm really highly stimulated where I always have two things going at once. I'll have a show going, a game going, something like that. I'm always like focusing on two different things, and it's just like I can't do that with anime. I can barely eat with anime. Like something about reading the subtitles just like fucks everything up for me. Don't get me wrong, I'm amazing at reading subtitles. I'm a very fast reader, but just like it's too much concentration for me to like just relax. And like I care enough about whatever I'm watching that I don't want to miss it. So it creates this never-ending paradox. Paradox? No, that's the wrong word there. Paradox implies trickery. Oh, speaking of that, my astronomy course right now, we're learning about black holes, and I gotta say, for the first time in the class, I'm actually really interested in this stuff. I'd heard it explained to me before, but I guess I never really grasped it. But they're not actually black holes. They're just kind of like an absence of space. That's not quite right either. You can see. Oh man, I'm already fucking this up. Someone's gonna correct me, but I guess what I never noticed is what I never picked up on is the reason they're black holes is because literally light can't escape them, because the gravity from the black hole is so powerful that it's like fast. The gravity itself is faster than the speed of light, so that's why light doesn't escape from it. And that's one of the coolest fucking things I've ever heard in my life. And we're learning more about them next class. In the next class, I'm just like, I'm finally like actually interested in the class, because we've been learning about the fucking sun for like weeks now. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the sun anymore. All right, I just don't care. I like the sun. It's like it's a teeny bit interesting, but god fucking damn it, just like after a while I'm just like, stop. I don't want to hear about the goddamn sun anymore. And that showed on my quiz grades. Yeah, I have to do a bunch of astronomy homework this weekend actually. I'm not going to, but I have to. Alright, let this be the one. Let it be enough. Alright, good. 55. No Waymon still has 2 more levels, but that's fine. We can get him next part. Hopefully. Log out. Tell me I just went in a fucking loop and I'm gonna go right back outside. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, this is a quick one. Okay. I forgot about this. That this is how you unlock, I can't remember what this area is called. Ah, I finally got through. What happened just now? What the heck did you do? Anyway, I'm headed your way. I want to hear everything about what happened. 1 sec, just grabbing a water, and it's super loud if I don't mute my microphone. Oh, I forgot Arata didn't know that about us. I see, so you have Eden Syndrome too. You were devoured by an eater. So Suedo's theory was right. And your connection jump ability, you can do that because your current body is... Yes. What I mean is, sorry. Should never have left you behind like that. Don't worry about it. You are too kind. Well, I guess that's that. If you had another reason to investigate Eden Syndrome, let's expose the truth of this story so we can finally get your body back, too. Huh? What's wrong? Did something... Ah... I didn't think that happened now. Damn it. Was it all for nothing? All that grinding I did. Ah, this is... So the phenomenon we're investigating just so happens to occur right where we've wound up. That's too perfect to be mere coincidence. Jeez, this keeps catching me off my guard. Hey, you're coming too, right? Haha, because we have a clear target now. Okay, let's go. It never ceases to amaze me, the sight of the digital world where the real and electronic intersect. This isn't the digital world, but okay. This place looks like it always did before, like a dive without an exit. Like it... Oh, hold on. So all we have to do is take out that Bakuman and change... Oh, right! I forgot. So this entire quest, and like for one other line, I don't know how this happened, but there's a translation error in this game. This is a glaring one. Where for some fucking reason, Arata says Bakuman instead of Eater. I don't know how the fuck this happened. I don't know if they were doing like an auto-translate or something, like always replace this word with this word, and they just got fucked up somehow. But he says Bakuman this entire time, and it's fucking hilarious. I know a lot of people shat on this because they were like saying this wasn't a good translation because of that. I gotta admit, it is pretty fucking jarring. And I really wish it didn't happen, but can't... I mean, it's there, so we gotta deal with it. I think I have all virus types. This might not go well for me. No, Frigimon, back. Supposed to be a good guy. Still tired too. Oh, right. So I forgot to mention this. Tuesday's video was late, if I remember. I'll tell you why that happened. It wasn't supposed to be that late. It was gonna be a little late, but I should have had it up by like 5, and instead it didn't get uploaded until like 8. So what happened was I started it's too much HP for me to try and blast through it with Mega Digimon. I'll just be wasting SP. It's not worth it. Let's swap into my one. So yeah, I was come on, brain, we got this. Oh, I could have just used character reversal. Damn it! I'm not used to having that. I didn't have that in my other Platinum Supermon in my other file. So yeah, like I said, I've been exhausted this whole time. So like, all I wanted to do after I finished that was just go to sleep. And I knew it couldn't. So I finished rendering it, which took a long time. And like, what sucks is that when it's rendering, I'm kind of just sitting there. Like, usually I can do something else, like I can play a game or something, but I was just so tired. Like, I was just struggling just to stay awake. But I finished rendering it, and then we get to the upload, and this is what sucks, is whenever I upload a video lately, it hasn't happened since I've come back yet, but, you know, I know now that I've said that, it's going to. Whenever I come back and, or sometimes when I'm uploading a video, it'll just get, like, stuck in limbo. Like, it'll say, like, 10% at, like, 30 minutes, but it'll just, like, get stuck there and won't, like, change. I don't feel like cleaning the farm today. Maybe I should go tell Mirai. Don't say that. And other times it'll be, like, where it'll get stuck at, like, 10%, and then it'll just say, like, 30 minutes, 31 minutes, 32 minutes, 33 minutes. Basically, it just, like, won't upload. And it's been doing that a lot lately. So the only way to fix it is to just... is you have to delete the upload, or you don't even have to delete the upload. You have to basically upload the video again. And YouTube does an okay thing. It's not a good thing because it shouldn't happen in the first place, but it does an okay thing where within 24 hours, I think, if you upload a video again, it'll like save your progress. So if it stops at 10%, I can start uploading again. It'll start back from 10% instead of from 0, which is helpful. But again, it shouldn't happen in the fucking first place. So what I've been having to do is like babysit my YouTube recording or my YouTube uploads, just like make sure they go. And as I was babysitting the upload, I fell asleep. That's literally all that happens. I fell asleep, but usually I fall asleep with like the lights off and like a fan going and computer up. I just fell asleep. So luckily, I woke up a couple hours later, and ironically, the video had finished uploading like without a hitch. I just never hit publish. So. It just, I had to literally just click a button and then it was done. Where am I? Where am I? This is a dream. It's gotta be a dream. Everything was fine a minute ago. Yeah, this is clearly a dream. Oh, I don't want to get to that Digiline all the way at the end, but I want to collect these items along the way. Not Digiline, what am I talking about? I want to get to that access point. Damn it. Woodmon. Branch Drain. I can guarantee you it's not supposed to be called Branch Drain. That right there is Twig Tap. That's what they call it in Digimon World 2. That's what I'm going to always call it. Digimon World 2 didn't give us much, but it gave us names for certain attacks. I wonder if my Wargreymmon's overpowered yet. I don't think so. Not until he gets more SP. Right now he's like very limited ammo, so to speak, where he can't really go full blast. Again, I could have fucking used character reversal. Oh, it's just like force of habit that I changed it out. I keep forgetting I can do that. I wish my my Platinum Sukamon were faster. Let's give him Venom Trap, why not? Right. So that's what happened on Tuesday. And then Wednesday I just didn't start recording until later. No, actually I think Wednesdays was on time. It's tough for me to remember. Oh, it's so good. I don't think we've actually seen Terraforce yet. Nice. Nice. Ah, alright. Oh, I wonder if Arrow Digimon can level up too, or can Digivolve too. Alright, let's grab all these. I'm sure there's medals I'm missing, but I'm not really focused on that right now. Mostly because I'm not going to collect all the medals in this anyway. I'll try and pick up whatever ones I can, but chances are if you're going for that trophy, you gotta look it up on your own. Because there's 500 of the fucking things. 300 of them are, hold on, wait. Yeah. 300 of them are, in the fucking gacha machines, and then another, I think the other 200 are mixed between, drops from Digimon, or cases, or, just out in the field. And, it was such a nightmare. I'm so glad I don't have to do that again. Was not fun. Black Agumon is a cunt. It's really hard to find for some reason. Like, for no good reason either. It's just kind of like, yeah, we decided to make one Digimon medal really fucking rare for some reason. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't even know if they did it on purpose. I think it might have just been like, they gave it a set of like requirements, and they gave it like a set like appearance rate and stuff like that. They probably didn't think anything of it, but like just the way it all comes together, he's just like really hard to spawn. I don't know why I'm not just going all out. Like, I'm about to touch the fucking Digilab thing. Like, I'm about to heal anyway. I should just go all out. Alright. Got some good XP. We got 2 Digivolutions. Maybe 3, depending on Arrow Digimon. Getting Megas everywhere. I'm gonna have to get drop a Digimon if I get another. If I get 3 more Megas, I definitely have to drop a Digimon. I don't have the memory for it. Unless items. Nope. Okay. Well, I fucking tried. All right. Let's. I don't know how. I'm definitely not gonna have the memory for this. All right. No Waymon. Show me. Oh, never mind. You're fucking. You need 120 defense. So you need about 6 more levels, give or take. Probably if you go some levels with no XP or for no defense, or like 7 levels. So you're fine the way you are. You still need 160 speed, and then I can't do the other 2 yet. Yeah, you'll get there. Probably the same deal, like a couple levels, and then last one, I think you should be able to meet it. Here it comes. We have a Black Wargreymon. Yeah, I knew this wasn't gonna work. I'm gonna have to get rid of one of these guys. Alright, Rancher Bill. You served us well until we get more memory. You gotta stay there, sorry. Alright. So, yeah, that's probably a good team makeup. We now have Wargreymon and Black Wargreymon. I'm gonna let you guys know, this is Black War Greymon and War Greymon, I have both in my final team, or had both in my final teams in my own file, and I beat the game with them. The real reason I do it this way is because that's the skill Great Tornado. By the way, he has the same moves, except his are dark and his are fire-based. His is Dark Terraforce, or Terra Destroyers, it should be called, and Black Tornado. But both of these, they do, double dark damage. I didn't know that. Does this do double fire damage too? Yeah, these are really OP moves. So, the reason I use them is because my strategies, I really like to have just strong Digimon, and the fact they can pierce the defenses means all you really have to do is raise their attacks. You don't really have to worry about the opponent's defense, and that greatly comes in handy. So I'll be using these two for the end game, especially since they're both level 99, or can go up to level 99. But with that, we are at 56 minutes. This seems like a good part to end off on. I will be back next part, and we'll finish this little bit up, and then we'll go to Nokia's thing. Yeah, I wanted to end at 45 minutes, like right when we entered the area, but they, for some reason, put the healing point all the way at the back. I'm also just now remembering I can save anywhere, so that's kind of on me. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next part. I hit save when I wanted to. I don't know why my brain was thinking this way. I wanted to hit stop recording, but I hit save instead. That's fine, because I have to do both anyway. Don't worry about me. So yeah, next part. See you. Bye. Bye.